So we're going to start with our typical warm-up. We're going to do a practice round going through the 5 movements in today's circuit. We're going to be doing a pulse plyometric side lunge for our standing athletes. We're going to be doing an offset high pull in the pulse plyometric for our seated athletes. We're going to go with a slam ball. So you guys should have your towel already tied up. If you don't have it tied up, do so now. If for whatever reason you find it a pain in the butt to tie it up, just throw down the towel. Don't bother tying it up. It just won't bounce. And then we're going to be doing the pulse plyometric single arm row, followed by the Cobra Presses, and then pulse plyometric push-ups. So you guys should be gassed at the end of this part. We're going to do 4 rounds of that, and then we're going to finish up with our stretching session. And I know Pavel's here for the Shavasana. All right, so let's go ahead and get warmed up. Let's get to it. If you're gonna be working out primarily in standing, start in standing. If you're gonna be working out in sitting, start in sitting. So let's start by focusing on some belly breathing. Take one hand, put it on your belly. Take the other hand, put it on your chest. And then when you inhale, I want you to focus on allowing your belly to rise before your chest. So as you inhale, your belly expands outwards, and your chest can expand too. It's just that it should expand after your belly does. And when you exhale, just let it all collapse. Remember what this feels like. As we go through the workout, I want you to come back to this belly breathing. Between exercises, during exercises, as best you can, try to have a calm, sustained breath. So now, let's add in some gentle side bends of your head and neck. Gently tilting your head side to side. Get a little stretch there. Again, easeful breathing. And then we're going to start to increase the amplitude of the side bend. We're going to take it through the rest of your body. So if you're sitting, you're going to slide your arm down to your side. So if I'm side bending to my right arm goes down the side of my chair. If I'm standing, my arm goes down the side of my leg. So if I'm side bending to the left, my left arm goes down the side of my left leg. And then alternating sides, still be side bending through your neck. Just increasing the amplitude of this side bend, turning yourself into a little bit of a candy cane. Good, and next we're gonna add in some gentle neck rotations. Gently turning your head as far as it'll go to the right and then to the left. Get a little stretch at each end point. Easeful motion, again, still easy breathing. Gentle stretches. And then we're going to start to increase the amplitude of this twist. We're now going to twist through the rest of your spine. So if you're twisting, turn your head to the right, then you're going to continue twisting the rest of your body to the right. Use your hands for a little bit of an assist, both seated and standing. Look as far over your shoulder as you can. Optimize that twist. Wring yourself out like a towel. All right, and then next, we're going to take your hands, put them behind your head here. And from here, we're going to point your elbows up at the ceiling as best as you can, and then work on turning, twisting your elbows down in a circle, twisting, and then looking up. If you're in standing, work on getting that same roll. Pointing your elbows as far out as you can. Elbows come up to the ceiling, rotating to the left, point the elbows to the left as far as you can. Then the elbows come down. You should feel the stretch your upper back. And then reverse those circles. Again, extend out through your elbows. When you're looking up, your elbows point up at the ceiling, arch up, and then as you turn to the right, your elbows point all the way to the right. As you go to the ground, elbows point all the way to the ground. And then come around in that circle a few more times. All right, and then next we're gonna take our arm, open up our arms, and then we're gonna circle them around. Squat down as your hands are at the bottom. Arms come up overhead as you stand up. And then circle around. Take up as much space as you can. So if you're standing, you're doing a squat. If you're sitting, you're going to do a hip hinge. So you're hinged forward as your arms are down at the ground. And then reach around. I'm moving my arms in a clockwise manner. And it's clockwise in relation to me. Display those fingers. Keep your chest as wide as you can. Squat down. Make sure it's a squat and not just a forward fold. Take up as much space as you can. And then reverse it. Go the other direction. So squatting, hinging down, arms are at the ground, and then your arms are coming around the opposite direction. So this time it's coming around counterclockwise. Keep splaying your fingers out wide. Take up as much space as you can. Big arcing motion. All right, and then now we're going to bring our arms up the front and then down the sides as you squat down or hinge forward. Take up as much space as you can, arms up the front, down the sides. And then reverse it. Arms come up the sides and down the front. Again, you hinge or squat down as your arms come down towards the ground. You squat, stand up, or hinge up as your arms come up overhead. Good. For our standing athletes, we're going to do a little leg swing. So if you need some hand support for this, go ahead and use some. A sturdy table, a chair, whatever you have available to you. Check your surroundings. Make sure you don't kick anything. We're going to swing our leg, one leg forward and back. Working on opening up the hips here, stretching out those hip flexors and the hamstring. Gentle stretches here. Swinging through. Our seated athletes, you're going to be doing arm swings to the front. Really work on reaching out as far as you can through your fingertips in both directions. One hand is forward, the other hand is in back. Standing athletes, switch your swing leg. So if you're swinging with your left leg, now you're swinging with your right leg, or vice versa, whichever one you started with. If you feel like you can handle a balance challenge, take your hand off your stable support. Work on balancing in this position. Good. Standing athletes, switch legs again. Now you're going to swing your leg across your body. Arms come across the opposite of your leg. Now, if you need that balance support, again, use a balance support. Hold on to something sturdy. And swing your leg. And again, make sure you check your surroundings. Don't kick anything over. Work on opening up the groin and the outside of your hip. For our seated athletes, we're going to do some golf swings now. You're going to hinge forward and swing your arms back and forth. Kind of like you're swinging a golf club. Kind of, not quite the same, but close enough. Standing athletes, switch your swing leg. So if you were swinging your left leg before, Now you're swinging your right leg. Again, you can use some hand support if you need it. If you want a balance challenge, swing without hand support. Good. Next, we're going to do some jumping jacks. So, standing athletes, we're going to be hopping in place, arms come up overhead, and then back down. Feet are hopping apart and then together. If the hopping part doesn't feel good to you, we're simply moving your arms up and down. Bring your arms up overhead to the side and then quickly back down by your side. Same thing for our seated athletes. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Split jacks. Standing athletes, you're going to be hopping in place in a split stance, switching the foot that's in front as you hop. You're going to be swinging your arms across your body horizontally. Make sure you're alternating the top arm. If you're not doing the hopping part, we're simply doing the back slappers, alternating the top arm, stretching yourself out in the chest and in your upper back. Same thing for our seated athletes. Good. Last bit here, we're going to run in place. Keep your elbow bent at 90 degrees here. That part's important. We're moving our arms front and back. As best you can, try to avoid swinging your arms diagonally. Make sure you're coming straight and forward and back. All right, so we're doing a little jog here. Make sure you keep that bend at 90 degrees here. Seated athletes, you're just bending at your elbows and pumping your arms here. All right, so I want you to get into the rhythm here, get that groove. And then we're gonna do 3 sprints here. During the sprints, I want you to move your arms and your legs as fast as you can. All right, so let's start with our first sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Move your hands, move your feet as fast as you can. You're gonna keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then jog. All right, we got 2 more. We're gonna start the next one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Pump your arms, move your feet as fast as you can. Make your knees up. If you're doing this in standing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and jog. You got 1 more. Your heart rate should be plenty elevated at this point. And let's get started with the last one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Move your arms, move your feet as fast as you can. Pump, 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 pump. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Good job, everybody. Everyone's heart rate should be up. Does anyone have an elevated heart rate? I guess not.
Good. Very good. I'm good.
Ian's plenty good. So let's go through our practice session here. So let's go over the workout. So first up is the pulse plyometric side lunge for our standing athletes. So for this one, make sure you're not on a surface that'll slide on you. So I'm gonna move my mat a little bit here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna lunge to the side, come up halfway, down, and hop to the other leg, and then lunge down, up, and then hop to the other leg. Lunge down, and hop. Pulse, the top, going side to side. So that's for our standing athletes. If you need a little balance support, you can hold on to a stable surface. And that same thing, lunge up to the side, pulse, and pulse. If the hopping part doesn't really seem like it's for you, we can skip the jump and simply work the lateral lunge, pulse at the bottom, and then step to the other side, pulse at the bottom, and then come up. You can still work a little bit of quick movement, just try to stand up as fast as you can. And again, if you need a little bit of hand support, hold on to something sturdy, lunge to the side, pulse, stand up quick, lunge to the other side, pulse, stand up quick. You can put a little chair behind you for a little bit of safety if you really need it. Pulse, stand up quick. Step to the side, pulse, stand up quick. So that's the pulse plyometric lateral lunge. For our seated athletes, we're going to be doing an offset pulse plyometric high pull. So for this one, you're going to need your backpack with a light to moderate weight. What you're going to do is you're going to sit up tall, and then from here, you're going to pull the weight up in a high pull, but off to one side. So I'm going to pull this weight up towards my right ear, come down halfway, pulse it back up, and then back down. Pulling it up to my right ear, pulse, and then back down. Pulse, and then alternate sides here. So now I'm pulling to my left ear, pulse, and then back down. Pulling to my right ear, pulse, back down. Shake it up a little bit. All right, you can modify the weights that you're using. Maybe you're using a book instead of a backpack, or using no weight if that feels good to you. Any questions on the pulse plyometric offset high pull or the side lunge? We good on those?
Do you want to have your the foot opposite the bent knee? Do you want that on the ground, or if you're hopping, is it okay to have that toe just kind of like toe to balance?
Yeah, it's okay to just have the toe grazing the ground.
Okay.
Do whatever feels more supportive.
Yep.
But if you feel like you can handle being completely on one leg, go completely on one leg. All right, good. Let's keep moving here. Slam balls. So that's what this fun thing is for. If you don't have your slam ball tied up, you can simply just use a towel. And like I said before, it just won't bounce. Not quite as satisfying as the bouncy slam ball. So what we're gonna do, take that ball in front of you. If you're in sitting, you're gonna hinge forward, pick it up, put it over your head, throw it down, meet it at the ground, pick it up, throw it back down. Make sure you bring it all the way up over your head. Same thing goes for our standing athletes. You're gonna squat down to the ball, stand up, throw it down, squat to meet it at the ground, stand up, throw it down. Make sure that as you squat, you're actually squatting down to go get it. What I don't want to see is this, bending forward like you're trying to touch your toes. I want to see a powerful squat down to that position. All right, now if you need some hand support, you can certainly hold on to something. And then maybe alternating arms if you need. As you do the slam ball. All right. Any questions on the slam ball? You good?
Was the alternating for you harder?
Alternating for me on the slam ball?
Yeah, was it harder?
It's just a little bit of coordination where you just need to make sure that you remember to switch your arms the entire time.
Okay.
That's the only difference, really.
Okay, because I wanted to try that just to.
Yeah, go for it. If that allows you to do the squat better, I'm all for it.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks.
Let's keep going. Next one is going to be the pulse plyometric single arm row. So this is where you guys are going to need your weights. Some of us have fancy new dumbbells, so you can use those for that. And make sure if you're using a backpack that you've cinched up all the straps. Seated athletes, you're going to hinge forward, grab hold of your weights, your backpack here, keep yourself as wide as possible, and you're going to pull that weight to your hip, and you're going to pulse halfway down, and then quickly pull it back up. Pulse, and then back up. Pulse, and then back up. We're going to work 30 seconds on one side, and then switch over. Standing athletes, we're going to go into a split stance. So here I have my right foot in front. I have the weight in my left arm and keeping a wide chest and a neutral spine. And from here, I'm pulling to my left hip, pulsing down halfway, and then quickly back up. So that's the pulse plyometric. Pulse plyometric. So moving quick. All right. Good. Any questions on the single arm pulse plyometric row? You good? Keep going. You should feel that one in your upper back. Next thing is going to be the Cobra Presses. So for our seated athletes who want to stay in the chair, you're going to roll up to a stable surface. A table is ideal. And then from here, you're gonna hinge forward as far as you can so you can rest your chest onto the table just lightly. And from here, lift your chest up and bring your arms up. Hold for a 2 count, 1, 2, and then back down. Lift up, hold, 1, 2, and then back down. We're working on engaging your upper back muscles here. For those of us who can transfer down to the ground, you're gonna lie down on your stomach. Start with your arms right by your side here. And then from here, you're going to do that cobra, lift up, and then reach your arms up overhead. Touch your thumbs, bring your hands back down, and then lower down. Lift up, cobra, and then that overhead press, reach, and then back down. If that overhead press is a little bit too much for you, we can simply just do the cobra. Work on getting your lift up, pick your chest, you're facing your chest up off the ground, hold, 1, 2, and then back down. If that still is a little bit too challenging, you can put your hands down on the ground or whatever surface you're on, and then use those as a little bit of an assist to peel your face and your chest off the ground. Hold, 1, 2, and back down. All right. Any questions on the Cobra presses? Good? Okay. Last exercise on the agenda for today is the pulse plyometric push-up. Everyone's favorite. So from here, we're going to line you up in a push-up position. If you're on the ground, stay there. We're going to get into a push-up position. So I'm going to start in the full push-up position. I'm going to lower down all the way, come up halfway, and then quickly come up off the ground. And then from here, come up halfway, down, quickly up. Pulse at the bottom, and then pop yourself up off the ground. So that's the full push-up. If that doesn't work for you, we can go down to your knees, and then from here, lower down, pulse at the bottom, pop yourself up. Pulse at the bottom, pop yourself up. And then for those of us who need to go down to your hips, you can do a hip push-up. Come down to the bottom, pulse, get off the ground, pulse, get off the ground. And then after that, if you need a bolster, you can take your backpack or an actual bolster, a couch cushion, put it underneath your torso or your belly. And then from here, you can do your pulse push-ups. For our seated athletes, we're going to stay in the chair. You're going to have yourself rolled up to whatever stable surface you're using. And then from here, you're going to lean forward to the very edge of your base of support. Pulse, and pop yourself up off the surface. Pulse, pop yourself up. Move as quick as you can, but under control. Don't knock yourself off your chair. All right? Good. Any questions on the pulse plyometric push-ups? We good? Who's ready to start this workout? All right, let's do it. So let's start with those pulse plyometric side lunges or the offset high pulls. Grab your backpacks if you're a seated athlete, and let's get to it. Let's pull up my stopwatch. All right, and let's get to it. Let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Work those side lunges, pulse, and hop to the side, pulse, and hop to the side, pulse, hop to the side, pulse, and hop to the side. If we're doing our offset high pull, start with the weight in front, and then you hinge forward, pull it up to one side, pulse down, and quickly back up, and alternating sides. Keep it up. Keep going. Keep moving here. Steady rhythm, alternating sides. Work that pulse. And then explode out of the pulse. Move quick. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Done. Pick up your slam balls. Start with the ball in front of you. Hinge or squat forward. Pick it up overhead. Throw it down. Meet it at the ground. Keep going. Keep breathing. For standing athletes, make sure you're squatting down to it and then picking it back up. Squat down to it. Make sure you're dropping your butt. Drop your butt to the ground as you throw the ball down. Butt to the ground, butt to the ground. Keep it up, keep going, keep breathing. Whatever version you're working on. Keep going. We got 15 seconds left here. Get a few more slams in. Bring the ball all the way over your head. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. So single arm rows, pulse plyometrics. Bringing your weights to the side, chest is square, pull the weight to your hip, pulse, and then quickly back up. Working one side at a time. Working on engaging these muscles in your upper back and the back of your shoulder. Keep going, keep breathing. Standing athletes, you're taking that stagger stance. Keep your chest wide, pull, pop, then pull. Pulse, and pop it back. Pulse to the top, and pop it back. Switch sides. That's it. Keep it going. Keep breathing. A few more seconds here. Keep it up. Go away, Siri. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Cobra presses. Transfer down to the ground if you're going to be doing these on the floor. If you're going to be leaning up against the table, lean up against the table. And from here, lift up, hold, 1, 2, and then back down. Peel yourself up off the table, hold, 1, 2, and back down. Keep going. Steady breathing. You're working these from the floor. Working on peeling your face and your chest off the floor first, whether that be with some hand support. Hold, 1, 2, back down. Without hand support, hold, 1, 2. Or adding in that overhead press. Cobra up, press, and then back down. As you press up, touch your thumbs together at the very top, and then back down. Keep going. Keep breathing. 10 seconds left. Get a few more reps in here. Hit 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse plyometric push-ups to finish this round. So, whatever version you're working, if you're in the full plank or push-up position, do the full push-up. Pulse at the bottom, and get yourself up off the ground. If you're doing knee push-ups, you're stand on your knees. If you're doing the hip push-ups, you're on your hips. Pulse at the bottom, pop yourself up. If you're using a bolster, adjust it so that's appropriate for you so you can still get adequate challenge. Keep going. If you're leaning up against the table, if you're sitting, leaning forward, or you can, pulse to the bottom, pop yourself up. Pulse to the bottom, pop yourself up. Keep going. Keep breathing. Remember, take breaks if you need to. If you notice that you're slowing down, take a break. If you notice that just getting off the ground is hard, maybe switch it up to just regular push-ups. There we go. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done.
Oh, my back muscles.
Ian's practices. All right. How are we doing, guys? How was that round? Does anyone need any extra time on any of the transitions?
I need to do more push-ups.
All right, you do more push-ups.
Oh, God.
That's an easy fix.
I haven't done push-ups in 3 months.
Oh, man, it's been that long since you've done push-ups in my class?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Everyone take some belly breaths like what we practiced in the very beginning. Get a swig of water. Stay hydrated. It's getting warm around the bay.
Become best friends with your fans.
Yup, yeah. You know what it is, B.
Oh, yes, I do. I sure do.
Speaking of being best friends with your fam, let's get started with round 2.
Wow.
Get
Wow.
started in 5,
Wow.
4, 3, 2, 1. Work those pulse plyometric offset high pulls or those side lunges. Let's move. Let's get with it. You're doing those high pulls. You start with the weight in front, and you're going to pull up to one side. So I'm pulling the weight to my right ear. You're going to pulse and then quickly bring it back to that side. Alternating side as you pulse. Bring it down halfway and quickly back up. So bring it from one ear to the other ear. You're doing those side lunges. You're lunging up to the side, pulse to the bottom, pop up, and then go to the other side. Keep it going. Keep moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slam balls. Grab your towel ball, put it in front of you, pick it up, throw it down. Pick it up, throw it down. Pick it up, throw it down. Let's move. Make sure you get the ball all the way up over your head and throw it down and meet the ball at the ground. Remember, for those of us who are doing this in standing,
left.
Ball at the ground.
Huh? No, just turn her dog, yes.
Keep going. Keep breathing. All right, you guys maintain that steady rhythm. That's it, we're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Single arm rows, pulse plyometrics. Take your bag, take your weight, get into a split stance if you're standing, and then pull all the way to your hip, down halfway, and then quickly back up. Pulsing, and then back up. Pulsing, and then back up. Get that squeeze in your upper back. Pulling to your hip, that part's important. That's what optimizes the engagement of your upper back muscles. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Keep your chest wide here and pull to your hip. Pulse, back up quick. Pulse, back up quick. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Keep it up, you guys. Keep moving. Pull that weight to your hip. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Cobra presses. Seated in a chair or on the ground. I'm going to transfer down to the ground here. And then once you're on the ground, perform the version that fits you best. So if you're working that full version, you're doing the Cobra up and then reaching, keep yourself elevated as you reach your thumbs up over your head, touch them together, bring it back down to your chest and then back down. Keep it going. If you need any of the regressions, maybe you can just do the Cobra. Take your hands off the ground, peel up, hold 1, 2, back down, or maybe use your hands for a little bit of assist. Peel up, hold 1, 2, then back down. Work a steady rhythm here. Make sure you're still breathing. Smooth inhales, and then long exhales. That's it. We got 10 seconds left, you guys. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next are the push-ups. So again, take whatever version of push-up you need to. Pulse at the bottom. Get yourself up off the ground. And remember, if you are slowing down, take a little rest break. Take a few seconds to catch your breath, shake it out, and then get right back into it. Pulse at the bottom, pop it up. Pulse at the bottom, pop it up to the surface that you're pushing on. Keep moving, but remember, take breaks if you're slowing down. If you can only do 1 or 2 at a time fast, that's fine. Keep it up. Keep moving. We're almost there. We got 10 seconds left. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Take another rest break. All right, how are you guys doing? I assume that everyone's still alive?
Barely.
Barely. Ian's barely alive. All right. So, again, take your time, breath. Take nice big inhales, long exhales. All right. Who's working hard right now?
What?
I'm sorry. I know Ian's right.
I'm definitely sweating. Definitely.
All right, good. So take a few more seconds here, and one more swig of water, one more round of deep breathing, and then we're going to get started with our third round here. All right, let's get to it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's work those pulse plyometric side lunges and those pulse plyometric offset high pulls. Let's get to it. Grab your weights, get in position, and get moving. Working those high pulls. Pulse, and then back down. Pulse, back down. Keep it moving. Keep breathing. Good. If you're doing the final lunges, pulse. Up from one side to the other. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Work those glute muscles if you're doing those side hops. Good. Almost there. Keep it up. Get a few more reps in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. We're going to do some slam balls next. Grab your slam ball. Bring it up overhead. Throw it down. If you're in standing, you're going to squat down to the ground. Meet the ball at the bottom. Make sure you bring your butt down as you throw it down. Ball comes down, butt comes down. There you go. Think about keeping your chest as wide as you can. That helps optimize your spine position. An optimal neutral spine position is going to be the most mechanically efficient position for your body. It will result in a more athletic looking stance or positioning. Keep it going. Keep moving. Less than 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Single arm rows in the pulse plyometric. Hinging forward, split stance, pull to your hip, pulse, and then quickly back up. Pulse to the top, quickly back up. Let's move. Let's engage these upper back muscles here. Upper back and back of your shoulder. Keep it going. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Keep pulling. Keep pulsing. Keep pulling quick. Keep going. Work that pulse. That's it. Less than 10 seconds left. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Cobra presses. So rolling up to your stable surface if you're doing this in the chair. Transferring down to the ground if you're doing this on the floor. And then work on peeling yourself up off of your surface, face then chest. And then maybe add in that reach. Peeling up. Reach up overhead, touch your thumb. And back down. Peel on up. Reach overhead, touch your thumb. And back down. Keep it going. That's it, you guys. Keep it going. Take whatever version that you need to. Remember, if you need to regress it, maybe ditch the arms overhead. Maybe give yourself some hand support. Hold 1, 2, and back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Push-ups. Pulse plyometric. Pulse at the bottom and pop yourself up off the ground. But remember, if getting off the ground is hard for you, you can just simply do regular push-ups. You might be getting tired, so make sure you're listening to your body. If something doesn't quite feel right, take a regression. Make it a little bit easier on yourself so that you can then perform exercise properly. That's very important here. Pulse, get yourself off the ground. Move as fast as your body can move under control. Keep it up. Keep moving, whatever version that you need to. Keep it up. Keep moving. 10 seconds left. Home stretch here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Take a rest break. All right. That was the third round. We got one more to go. Right. Ian looks super ready for round 4. Yeah, let's go for it. So remember, you might be getting a little bit fatigued at this point or a lot fatigued at this point. Always listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, take a rest break. Take a regression of the exercise. Make sure that you move well. That is always a priority. And then you can move a lot. All right? So take some time, catch your breath. How are we feeling going to our last round here? Ian looks like he's napping. All right. So let's get to it, you guys. Let's get started with our 4th round, last one. Let's get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Work those side lunges and the pulse plyometric and those offset high pulls. Let's move, you guys. We got one more round. All right. Pulse at the bottom of those side lunges. Keep it up, keep moving. Doing the high pull. Pull the weight up to one ear. Pulse back up to that ear. And then pull it up to the opposite ear. Pulse back down. Keep going. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Work those slam balls. Grab your towel ball. Pick it up from the ground, up overhead. Throw it down. Make sure you hinge or squat down to meet the ball or the towel on the ground. Keep going. Keep breathing.
I know I'm bad. I know that.
Squat down. As you come down with the ball, your butt comes down. Keep going. Keep breathing. Steady rhythm here. Good. Less than 10 seconds left. Move quick here. You got it in you. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Work those single arm rows. Seating or standing. Pull that bag, that backpack up to your hip. Pulse halfway down. Pull it quick back up. Pulse and then quick. Pulse and then quick. Back up to your hip. We're going from a long movement to a short movement. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Let's move, you guys. Keep breathing. Make sure you're not holding your breath here. Take those breaths in and out. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cobra presses. Guys, we're down to the ground. You're going to do them on the ground. You're doing them up against the table. Lean up against the stable surface. And then here, peel yourself up off the surface. Reach up overhead. Touch your thumbs. Reach through your fingertips. Back down. Keep going. Keep moving. Keep breathing. That's important here. Get that lift of your chest off the surface. Reach. And back down. Let's move. Keep breathing, you guys. All right. 10 seconds left. Keep it going. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push-ups. Last exercise for the circuit. Get yourself in position. Like I said before, if you need to take a regression of your push-up, take the regression. If you were doing full push-ups before, maybe go to your knees. If you're on your knees, maybe go to your hips. Pull to the bottom. Pop yourself up off the ground, off the surface that you're using. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Let's move. Work those pushing muscles. Those triceps, those pecs, the front of your shoulders. Let's move, you guys. Pulse to the bottom. Get off the ground. Pulse. Get off the ground. Almost there. Keep it up. Less than 10 seconds left. Keep going. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. So that's the end of the circuit. Take a minute here to catch your breath, and then we're gonna finish up with some stretching. All right. How are you guys doing at the moment?
Finally.
There we go. Some very enthusiastic looking thumbs up.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Really?
All right, we're gonna stretch out in a little bit here. Take some time though to continue to catch your breath. Get some water.
Fabulous.
All right. So, first thing that we're gonna be doing is a cat-cow, followed by a figure 4 stretch for our standing athletes and a posterior cut stretch for our seated athletes. We're gonna be doing a mermaid pose, cactus pose, and then finish up with Pavel's favorite, Shavasana.
Shavasana? I've never heard that word.
You never heard of Shavasana? Dude, it's the thing that we've been doing all the Friday workouts now.
I didn't know it was called Shavasana.
Shavasana. All right. So let's get to it. We're going to start with the cat-cow.
Cat-cow.
Yeah. So for those of us who are on the ground, you're going to start with hands and knees. And then from here, you're going to arch your back up towards the ceiling, and you're going to tuck your head down like you're looking at your hips. And then you're going to reverse it. Bring your belly down to the ground, widen your shoulders, and look up the ceiling. One back and forth between the cat and the cow. Back and forth. For those of us who are sitting, the cat-cow will look like this. You're going to sit up as tall as you can to start. Put your hands on your knees. And for the cow, you're going to round your back towards your back breast. Look down into your lap. And then you're going to reverse it. Push your belly as far forward as you can. Look up at the ceiling. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to the cow. Exhale to the cat. Going back and forth. Easy breathing. You're just wiggling out your spine, front and back. Wiggle it out. Get some nice curves. If you notice one part of your spine doesn't like to bend as much, try to breathe into that part of your spine to get it to open up just a little bit more. Easy breathing. Wiggle it out for a little bit more. Next one here, for our seated athletes, we're going to be doing a figure 4 stretch. what you're going to do is you're going to sit up tall, take your one knee, and then pull that knee towards your opposite shoulder. So in this case, I'm grabbing my right leg, and I'm pulling it towards my left shoulder. Bringing it across my body, and then it starts to form a figure of 4 with your legs, which is where the name comes from. Now there's lots of variations of the figure 4 stretch. This is just one of them. So if you happen to know of a figure 4 stretch that you like a little bit better, go for that one. Some people really like the thread the needle figure 4. Some people really like pigeon pose. Whichever one works better for you. I'm not too picky. For our seated athletes, you're going to do posterior cup stretch. You're going to reach your arm across your body. So I'm taking my right arm, reaching across. I'm going to take my left hand, grab hold of my right elbow from underneath, and then gently pull across my body with gentle oscillations. So you're working either the posterior cup stretch for your shoulder or the figure 4 stretch for your hips. Easy breathing. For those of you who are super coordinated, you could potentially go into pigeon pose and do this posterior cup stretch. That's next level right there. That would probably look something like this. Coming into that figure 4, watch my aqua pigeon, oh, and then stretching. Oh, look at that, ultimate stretching. Easy breathing. And switch sides. So, if you're doing your figure 4 stretch, you're going to take your left leg and pull it, bring it up towards your chest and pull it towards your right shoulder. Easy breathing. You're going to add gentle wiggles. Gently push your knee towards your shoulder and then let off. Just wiggle in and out of that stretch. Easy breathing in. For our seated athletes doing a posterior cup stretch, you're now going to reach your left arm across your body. Take your right hand, reach underneath, grab hold of your left elbow, and then from here, gently pull across your body. Easeful breathing. All right, next up is going to be the mermaid pose. So whether you're sitting in a chair or on the ground, you're going to sit comfortably. It could be in a cross-legged position or a long sit with your legs out in front, whichever one works better for you. And from here, we're going to reach your right hand up over your head towards the left, side bend to the left as far as you can without falling over. Reach through your fingertips, get that stretch, and then come back down and do the other side. So now we're taking the left arm up over your head to the side. Reach through your fingertips as you side bend to the right. As far as you can, still reach through those fingertips. Get that stretch through your left lat here. And then back down. Alternate sides. The emphasis should be reaching through your fingertips. That's how you really stretch out those fascial connections that run all the way from your fingertips back into your spine. Imagine as you side bend here that you're stuck between two walls, one in front, one in your back. So you're side bending straight to the side. Try not to bend forward too much. Stretch it out. Reach. All right. If for those of you who are getting tired of sitting, you can stand up at any time as you need. We're going to work the cactus pose next. So you're going to bring your hands to the front. Palms and elbows are touching. Elbows are bent at 90 degrees. From here, you open up into cactus. Inhale. And then reach up overhead. Exhale. Touch your thumbs. Bring your hands back down to cactus. Inhale. Bring your hands back together. Exhale. Open it up to cactus. Inhale. Reach up overhead, exhale. Cactus, inhale. Close it down, exhale. Going back and forth. Whether you're sitting in a chair, sitting on the ground, maybe kneeling. Whatever position feels better for you. Work on opening up those muscles in the front, your chest, your pecs, and then engaging those muscles in your upper back, those rhomboids, those middle and lower traps. Few more reps here. Last one. All right, we're gonna finish up with Shavasana. Everyone's favorite, particularly paddles. So, you're gonna lie down on the ground, face up, bring your hands to your sides, legs wherever is comfortable. I like mine a little bit spread apart. And then relax into this position. And for anyone who might be doing this in a chair, ideally set yourself up with a backrest or a wall behind you. And then scoot forward in your chair, lean back. If you have a headrest, that's ideal. And then let your arms just dangle to the side. Take some breaths here, in and out. Remember that belly breathing that we started with at the very beginning of our warm-up. I want you to come back to that belly breathing. Taking those smooth inhales, let your belly rise first. And then let it collapse as you exhale. Close your eyes. Continue to focus on that smooth inhale and exhale. And then slowly allow your hands and your feet to just sink into the ground or toward the ground. Allow them to become really soft and light. And then allow your knees and your elbows to become soft and sink into the ground. And next, focusing on those hips and shoulders. And then allow both areas to calm and relax. You notice that you're squeezing your glutes, let them go. You're holding tight in the front of your hips, try to be soft there. If you're noticing that your shoulders are tight, allow your chest to become more open and gentle. And next, allow the rest of your spine to just collapse and sink into the ground. And gently, slowly, wiggle your toes and your fingers. Start to bend in your knees and your elbows. Start to wiggle and squirm the rest of your body through your hips, your shoulders, through your spine. Wiggle. Whatever direction feels good. Open your eyes. And then bring yourself up to sit. Oops. Don't kick things over like I almost did. All right. Good job, you guys. I hope.
Namaste, everyone.
Namaste. All right.
I feel so like I needed that. I feel so relaxed. I like that. We should do that. We should totally do that at the beginning and end of class.
You're saying you just want nap time?
No, I just need a stress relief break because this week has been nothing but stress.
All right. Well, you can always do the Shavasana on your own as well.
Yes. I saw you. You're gonna be coming to the revolution.
Oh yeah. I'm teaching the exercise class for the Rev.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'll be there. Woohoo!
I'll see you there October, what is it, 4th?
October 1st.
Or,
Through the 4th.
oh no, my class is on the 4th though.
Yeah, yours is on a Sunday.
Yeah.
But I'll be there, definitely.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the workout.
Woo!
Pavel always is very happy after Shavasana.
Yes, I agree.
Well, you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys next week.
Yes, you will.
Bye.
Bye.